Hi everyone, a special shout out to Corey. You know who you are. I wanted to talk about my sister that passed a couple years ago. Her name was Bonnie. She was the exact opposite of me. I always had brown hair and brown eyes. She was blue eyes, blonde hair. She was the exact opposite of me, and she'd been on dialysis for 16 years, and she just had it. Her body had just been through so much. I realized the reason why I've been in a slump is because I'm still mourning her. Now I'm going to start crying. I don't know how long mourning or grieving is supposed to last, but it hits me really hard. Because I'm older. I did a lot for Bonnie. I remember buying her some eyeglasses, buying her a new couch. I would visit her at least 2 times a year. I would visit her when no one else would, because she lived quite a distance. And for me to travel is very hard because I don't have an automatic. But Bonnie was the glue that held the family together. My mother was a very strong personality, and she passed like a year or 2 before Bonnie. And my mother was, I guess mothers are the reasons why families are intact, and everything was always centered around my mother. But when she was gone, then that burden kind of fell on Bonnie. She was extremely spiritual, a Christian. And I just break down sometimes, and out of nowhere, let me tell you what, grieving sometimes just shocks me because it hits me out of nowhere. You kind of know, your parents are eventually going to pass, but when you have a younger sibling that goes before you, that is very traumatic, especially to me, because I'm always wondering, why couldn't it have been me? Why did she have to go? So I don't know if any of you all have had this problem, but she was such a good soul. I mean, I know a lot of people say that about people that's passed, but she really was. She knew the Bible inside and out better than most pastors. And she wanted me to do her eulogy. Well, when I knew she passed, I went into shock. I mean, I couldn't even think. But I did show up at her funeral, and I did keep my word. I did her eulogy the way she wanted to, and at the last minute, I was told that the family did not want me to do it, and I said no. My sister paid for her funeral, and my sister wanted me to do her eulogy, and she had written explicit notes, which I dictated. She dictated to me, and I read off them verbatim. So I did keep my word with her. So I just wanted to share that with you, because I do suffer from depression every once in a while, but I think it's just a normal part of grieving, I guess. Bye.